Greetings! It is I, Tantus Naraman Dracovin, your Lord and Emperor here at the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is, of course, Monday, our normal Monday stream, and I have planned many a things for you. I've been planning many a things for this entire week. It's going to be a busy week. We got a lot of stuff on the agenda. Normal stream days, but just a little extra. I might, maybe, throw in a Tuesday or Thursday stream. Maybe. Those are always up in the air. And hi, Blaze. How's it going? I hope your Monday's doing well. Yeah, I feel like the Tuesday and Thursday streams is like, I talk about it, but it's like, I do a lot of extra things on those days, and just end up having like, if I've got 2 hours, I could stream, but I don't feel like 2 hours is a great time to stream. I want that like 3 hour block, at least. 2.5 hour to 3.5 hour block minimum. So like right now, I can go to 2:30 or a little later. You know, I'm planning on going to like 3 or 4, at least. Maybe a little later today, just because I have that time. You know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes you have that time. Anyway, so today we're going to start with opening a box of Magic cards. I've got this nice draft box of Innistrad Crimson Vow. We're going to open it. We're going to see what we have. I'm going to skip the commons. We're just going to go to the uncommons and rares and any foils that we have here, just to speed it up, because last time it was very fun for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, but took quite a while. And I want to make this one a little shorter. And then we'll do a little bit of Parasite Eve. I will do 10 floors of the Chrysler Building. We'll chat while we do that. Maybe chat about what we got in here, because that's going to be relatively boring. That's going to be one of the... We're going to be chatting during that time and maybe discussing some things. Maybe discussing the Parasite Eve series and stuff. And then we'll do a little bit of Wrath of the Righteous, because our goal for this week is to, if not finish it, get a lot closer to finishing up Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Because January was going to be about finishing up a couple of games that have been on my docket that I've kind of put off. So, hey, that's our schedule today. I hope everybody's going to enjoy it. Let's just start with this here. I'm going to throw us over to my Adventures in the Forgotten Realms section. Woo. Do I have background music here? I do have background music. It's the same one. Did I have chat? I did have chat up there. I threw you up there, chat. Right, that's the same thing? It's chat window, that's chat box. Well, you should show up, I think. Anyway, okay. Let's open a box. I do have a second box to open, but I think I'll save that for, like, Friday, maybe? We'll do that Friday. Or next week. You know, I've got a Streets of New Capenna box. So I'm more excited about that one. I'm not, like, unexcited about Crimson Vow, the Innistrad set. Because it's not like it's these two sets from Innistrad last year were terrible. It's just the fact that, like, they were so close together and they weren't, like, super great. So we'll see what we get from this draft box. It's got a... Oh, I got a box topper one. Ooh. It includes a box topper. I don't think this other one had a box topper. I got lucky from the place I got it from, because it's the one that got the box topper stuff. They, like, glue it on here. Which just sucks. I haven't gotten one with a box topper in a while. Ooh. Lucy Westerna. Oh! It's the, it's hard to tell, but it's the, I forgot they did these in Crimson Vow. They were the reflavored Dracula cards. And, this one would have been Innocent, I can't tell. It's so Innocent Traveler to Malicious Invader. It's so foily. Like, it looks less foily and shiny in the camera. I'm gonna put you know. Like, you guys can see this better than I can. Like, I'm looking at this directly and the shine just makes it, like, for me, nearly unreadable. It's like just so weirdly shiny. I mean, it's neat, but it's not like something I'm super excited about. I wasn't really excited for the Dracula flavored cards. You know, that was like an interesting thing, but it wasn't like a, ah, cool, I love this. We'll just get out these 3 piles of draft booster packs. We'll put our Dracula card to the side. We'll load this up into the box as I usually do as I open them. So let's choose one of these piles here. I'm going to roll a d6 to see which one I open first. I'll pick out my d6 here. We'll roll on a wood. 1. So we're going good old left pile. We're going to start out with. I'll get my garbage bag in a position where I can put stuff into it pretty easily. That's sticking up. So we'll do this efficiently. So I'm going to open it. Open these packs. Throw out some stuff from them. What we're going to do is I'm going to just go through here to the uncommons. What's that? Why has that got a weird border? It's a common. There's a couple of these commons with weird borders. Oh, it's like some of the special cards for like higher numbers. They've got it for commons and stuff too. I confused the shit out of me. They've got so many like weird extras and stuff. So we got Markov Purifier, Sanguine Statue, Soul Cipher Board, and our rare is Hullbreaker Horror. That's neat. Can't be countered when you cast a spell. Whenever you cast a spell, choose one, and oh, that's not bad. And then they got look, these are cool. These are cool. The swamp is really cool. Like, I mean, like when they do stuff like that, I really like it. And a zombie token, and one of the flip things for that. I mean, that wasn't a bad start for a box. I don't like that. I'll put the Lucy card in between these. So the next one. That wasn't a bad start. Just got to do this 36 more times. Yeah, these like ones that are like, oh, see, like this doesn't have any of the. Oh no, it's got one. Wedding Security. It's got kind of weird frame. And then we got so we Circle of Confinement was our first uncommon. I might skip out on the uncommons. Mystiform Catgeist. We got Inspired Ideas as our rare in this one, just to make things a little quicker here. Cleave. You may cast a spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets. Draw 3 cards, and then your maximum hand size is just by 3 for the rest of the game. We got a cool-looking island. One of these black and white, really cool islands. Alchemist's Revival for a one of these. Ooh. Is the dog at least alright? Or is it just being a jerk? You know, or is it like sick? If it's sick, it's like, oh, that's so sad, you know, that you have to clean up all the stuff from it. If it's just being like, you didn't let me out, let me do all this horrible things, then I'm sorry, dog. You just, I'm not happy about that with you. So our uncommons, let's see if we've got any more of those weird bordered cards. None in the commons. We got Retrieve, Markov Retribution, Fell Stinger, and then Concealing Curtains is our rare, which flips over to Revealing Eye. Oh, that's kind of cool. And we got a Plains and a Blood token. Plains and Blood token. Cool. I realized I need to figure out a place to store stuff, data-wise. Because I'm running into some issues with storage, data storage, because I keep all the streams. Honestly, I might not need to. There's some of them that I might want to just clear out, but I have to like make that decision. Like the role-playing ones, I definitely will keep. Whispering Wizard for uncommon, Lantern of the Lost, Child of the Pack. Ooh, a werewolf that transforms into a savage pack-maker. And we got Dreadfell Demon as our rare. What do you do at the beginning of your end step? Sacrifice a non-demon creature. 2 dogs. One threw up. The other pooped and peed. Later one is annoyed. Oh, I see how it is. The dog wouldn't go outside, even though it's sort of like, you know, she had to go. I hate that. If you do create a token that's a copy of Dreadfell Demon, cool. And we got a cool-looking forest. And the day-night card. God, the day-night thing was even more confusing than the werewolves from original Innistrad sets. They're like, how can we make the flip over day cycle more confusing? Let's add a token. Let's add something that tracks this. We can make things more confusing. Yeah, the werewolves would always be like this day-night kind of concept existed for werewolves before. It's really just like if you cast a certain number of spells or didn't cast spells, they would flip around. And any player could trigger this. Instead, there's a day-night thing now, which does the same thing, and it's like you have to also keep track of it. Oh, God. Undead Butler. Rending Flame. Innocent... Oh, it's Innocent Traveler, the one that we got the Lucy version of, which turns into Malicious Invader. And we got Dominating Vampires are rare. When Dominating Vampires is built, you control a target creature with a mana value less than or equal to the number of vampires you control at the end of turn. Tap it, game's haste. It's fine. Ooh, we got Demonic Bargain as a foil rare. Oh, that's cool. Exile top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card, put that in your hand. It's not good. I'm going to say Demonic Bargain is not good. Because it's like, there's better tutor spells in general. An exile with 13 cards for a tutor. How do you put in your hand? Ah, there are a lot better tutor cards. There are a lot better tutor cards that are like sacrifice a creature or life or something. Or cost one more mana for you to just search. Ugh. I'm a little stuffed up today. Maybe I should take some pills. Markov, Waltzer, Reluctant Taxidermist, Oakshade Stalker, Werewolf. And then we've got, ooh, a first Mythic. Hollow Haunting. That's kind of cool, a Mythic. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have Flying and Vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit creature, cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness is equal to the number of spirits you control. Hey Blaze, your enchantment deck could use this. I have an enchantment deck that, sort of an enchantment deck that could probably use it. Creatures have Flying and Vigilance, and you create spirits whenever you cast an enchantment. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, that's not showing up. That's chat box. Let me do this. Browser. Chat box should be working. It's just not showing up. Huh. That's weird. Let me... What am I doing here? I'm adding in a window capture. Chat window. Let's just add that. There we go. That's not really great, but we can edit it that so it looks better. By a lot, just quickly and efficiently. I'll just leave that, and I'll just do that. Because Chatbot, I'm going to check out Nightbot. Nightbot might need a reset or something, unfortunately. Nightbot might be down. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen anything else with Nightbot, but like the chat box wasn't showing up, which was weird because I have it active. So don't ask me. Anyway, let's keep going. I keep opening. I do have to play around with something. I'm moving stuff around in the background, so you know. Yeah. Alright, got none of the weird bordered stuff. I'm fine with that. Our uncommons are Sawblade Slinger, Witness the Future, Brian Combiner, and we got Investigator's Journal as our rare. Enters the battlefield with a number of suspect counters on it equal to the number of creatures a player controls. Remove a suspect counter from it, draw a card, sacrifice it to draw a card. Interesting. Number of creatures a player controls. Huh. A lot of card draw for, you know, if you have a lot of creatures or you're playing against someone with a lot of creatures, it'll allow a lot of card draw. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. No weird bordered commons, and we get Blood Hypnotist, Angelic Quartermaster, Cartographer Survey, and then Bruno Stormkirk, a vampire that's rare, who transforms into Kruthros, Lord of the Deep, a Kraken Horror. A vampire cleric that summons a Kraken Horror. When it enters the battlefield, put one or target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. At the beginning of upkeep, look at the top card of your library and reveal that card. If it's a creature with a mana value of 6 or greater, transform it. And then whenever Lord of the Deep attacks, create a attacking token that's a copy of another target creature attacking. If that creature is a Kraken, Leviathan, or Octopus, or Serpent, create 2 of those tokens instead. And then we have a mountain, a common Blood Fountain, foil, and a human token. Interesting. That was a nice one. That's a nice rare. There we go. Another one. We keep at it. No weird bordered ones. Those were weird that I got them at first. Lunar, Rejection, Rebound Wolf, Foreboding Statue, which becomes Forsaken Thrasher, and then Jeroff, Visionary Stitcher. Hey, another version of Jeroff. Zombies you control flying. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Created XX blue zombie creature token where X is the sacrifice creature's toughness. Interesting. And a forest and insect, which look a lot alike. I guess all the lands have that kind of like view to them. That's weird. I would like for that to be working, but it's not. So we'll see how this goes and have to like, play around with it. We'll keep me over here. Heron of Hope. Yeah. Haven't had a lot of those weird extra different borders. Arch Ghoul of Thraben. Catapult Fodder. We got a Shattered Sanctum as our rare. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more other lands. Those are good lands. Those are fine. I could, like if I wanted to, I could find a place for him in a deck. Definitely. The Shattered Sanctum. Probably. There we go. Where were we going from? Sorry, as I said, I'm working on a little bit of something in the background that doesn't take up space. Got to make sure it's working, though. So the entire thing is, as I said, I'm moving some stuff around to various places to keep up space in the computer for now. That looks good. So I'm really trying to make space on the C drive. And it's a task to do so. Okay, so those have copied. Cool. And now we find out where... That's not the right one. I need to go to Discussing Tabletop. What episode were we on? December 3rd. We're definitely a little behind if we're December 3rd. Jeez. I let it... this month has been like a crazy month. I'll start uploading them soon. I will have space to upload them. I mean, I'm like 4 episodes behind and 3 episodes of Buccaneers. That's not bad. And the Kamigawa pack opening I haven't uploaded yet. But I haven't uploaded a lot for this month so far. So, being a little behind isn't terrible. We're not going to be super, super behind. And I have to check if there's anything else that I haven't uploaded. So that goes over here. That's another big chunk of stuff that gets out of the way. Great. So here's our pack. We're almost done the first pile. We'll roll the D6 to see if we do the 1 through 3, the second pile, middle pile. The other one for the other. Garbage, go away. Let's skip to our uncommons. Ooh. We've got Circle of Confinement, Board Windows, Infestation Estus, and we got a Curse of Hospitality. Oh, it's a curse. I like curses. I had a curse deck back in Old Innistrad. And we have a belligerent guest who's not only foil, but in the weird, like, border. So it's like a weird foil border common. I don't understand these borders that are, like, slightly weird. I don't know. They've done some weird things with, like, extra types of cards, and it's just like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just want the normal cards. You know, they have, like, variations and a billion of them. And it's just too much sometimes. Bride's Gown, Frenzy Devils, Radiant Things. And Thalia, Guardian of Therbin. So she's had good versions of her. Not much else in this one. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. First strike. 2/1, 2 mana. I've had other versions of her. I like other versions of her better. Alright. We'll roll the dice to see which pile will be next. 4. Go right side. Save the middle for last. It'll be exciting. Exciting. Yeah, it's just a matter of more pack openings here, as I said. We'll just keep going through it. Cloaked Cadet, Cobbled Dancer, Oak Stalker. Ooh, okay. Sundown Pass, it looks to be full art. Okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna say, of all the things that they've got, like when they got some of these full arts for a couple of them, I'm kind of more okay on these. You know, for a special version of the rare. I like this a little bit better than the weird, I don't know what that border is that they were doing. That was a weird border. Gonna be honest on that one. No, that's the one. Borderline strange. Yeah. Yeah, like the other art styles, like, you know, they just, like here's the Falkland Celebrants again. You know, we kind of saw them a little earlier, but here they are with this kind of strange, I don't even know what border it's supposed to be. Because card 306 then. I don't know. You know, it's out of 277, so it's like just an extra. And we got Ancient Lumbernon, Honeymoon Hearse, Dance Traveler, and then Sigurd's Summons. Okay, cool. Sigurd's doing some stuff. Creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter have a base power and toughness of 4/4 and flying, and are ancient legends or other types. I can see that being useful in a deck that's built around using it. It's not super great, but it's not bad. You know, that's the thing. Some of these, you see them and like, I could build a deck with that in it, but I'd have to build a deck. That'd have to be like a token +1/+1 counter deck, which I've thought about building stuff like that. Resistance Squad, the Sanguine Statue again, Brine Comer, which becomes a Brine-bound gift, and then we've got Lantern Flare as our rare. That Cleave, Lantern Flare does X damage to target Planeswalker, and you gain X life. And if you if you don't use the Cleave cost, it's X is the number of creatures you control. Or I guess you just pay X. And hey, the Brine Comer foil, double-sided foil. The very card I had in there, then I get foil too. That's kind of neat. It's kind of silly. That's kind of neat. Man. The space I am missing. Like, you know, I basically, I'm doing some triage work until I have to spend some money on something external. Egger's Awakening, Fell Stinger, Foreboding Statue, and then Dreadfest Demon. We got a repeat rare. Unfortunate. That happens. I got real lucky that I think all the repeat rares in the Kamigawa box were foils, which are bonus rares. So I got really lucky on the Kamigawa box. I was spoiled by the Kamigawa box. Groom's Finery, Boarded Window, Infestation Expert, Patchwork Crawler. Exile target creature card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Has all the activated abilities of creatures cards exiled with it. So you have to keep track of that. And then Dread Fugue is a foil uncommon that I've got. And again, this artwork on these mountains and all these lands is really cool. So it's really cool black and white artwork. I think it's something that was said is like if you get artwork that's made to be black and white, it looks good. It's like why the double feature Innistrad didn't work. Because they just took the same art and just put a grayscale to it. It's art that's supposed to be colored. You know, it doesn't work then. The Bloodcrazed Socialite with the weird border. Evolving Wilds. Crawling Infestation, Thirst for Discovery, Angelic Quartermaster. And Mirror Hall Mimic. Ooh, a Mimic. You may have Mirror Hall Mimic enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except its spirit. In addition to its other types, Disturb. You may cast it for its Disturb cost for the thing in this. Ghostly Mimicry. At the beginning of upkeep, create a token that's a copy of enchanted creature, except the spirit additional types. Neat. That's actually pretty good, creating token copies and stuff. I like that one. The Mimic I can see good uses for a rare. And sometimes, like, you know, the Mythics, you don't always get that. More Belligerent Guests, great. Spiked Ripsaw, it's Chainsaw. And there's our second Mythic, Cemetery Prowler. It's a Wolf, Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a card from your graveyard. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card type that shares a card's exiled with Cemetery Prowler. Okay, so you like want to like get a variety of cards in your graveyard, and then like you exile hit stuff of a card type, and it becomes cheaper. It's got some uses. It's not super great, but it's not a bad Mythic. Just like it's a meh Mythic. 2 Mythics so far. If we get like 4, we're on track, I think. For how many Mythics we should have. Oh, we did have a double Mythic, actually, in the Kamigawa, but it was the Dragon. Fleet of Spirit, Lay Duress, Radiant Grace, and then we have Kessig Wolf Rider. The perfect partnership. My village is safe from wolf attack, and she gets to eat the vampires we catch. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard, create a wolf token. Okay. And Call to the Grave, common foil. Yeah. Again, like this set here, it's not a bad set. It's just not like a super, super great set. It's the problem, I think, is what's always been with this one. And you know, I think that was what with both these Innistrad sets. Honeymoon Hearse, Singarian Paladin, Alluring Suitor, and a Graph Reaver. Exploit. When this creature is in the battlefield, may sacrifice a creature. When it exploits a creature, destroy target Planeswalker. At the beginning of upkeep, Graph Reaver does 1 damage to it. So it's an anti-Planeswalker thing. Yeah, that's okay, but it's not great. God, I'm looking at these discussing tabletops, and I see last year's packs unplugged in my storage. It's a thing. Where are the rest of these? What? Uh-oh. Oh! Boom! I'm an idiot. I'm like, there's space here. Oh, because I took a chunk of 2022 and transferred it somewhere else, because 2022 is a year I can actually, you know, get back everything if something happens to that data. That's what I did. I'm an idiot. Let's transfer all these Resident Evils. And the Slur's Toxic game. I'm not coming back to that one. So yeah, all you guys, you get transferred over here to store. And we pop the chat so it's visible again. Alright. Again, I'm just moving a lot of old stream videos to a storage right now. God, and then I can get some more Steam games. I haven't downloaded stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm behind on. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow instead of streaming. A Bloodtilth Harvester, Magma Pummel, Bloodsworth. Okay, that's kind of cool. Toxel the Corrosive. It's a black and white specifically. It's a mythic. It's very, legendary Slug Horror. At the beginning of your end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counters on them. Whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1 black slug token. Sacrifice slug, draw a card. Actually, pretty good. I like Toxel. This slowly murders all your enemies' creatures. And, yeah. Each creature you don't control at an end step. and creatures don't control get -1/-1 for the slime counters, and if it dies a slime counter, you get a slug, and you can sacrifice the slugs for a card. Toxel's really nice. I like Toxel. That's a good one. That's a very good mythic. And it's a weird board. I don't mind that style of it. That's a black and white like style. Like old-timey horror style, kind of maybe. I thought that was very cool. Ancient Lumbernock. What do we got here? Edgar, Charmed Groom. You know. Other vampires you control get +1/+1. When it dies, return it back to transform to its owner control. So it's Edgar Markov's Coffin. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white-black vampire creature token. Lifelink and put a blood counter on Edgar Markov's Coffin. If there are 3 or more blood counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. So like, you know, if you kill him 3 turns, he's back. It gives other vampires bonus. And a foil Sheltered Burrows. Nothing great. Yeah, I forgot. I was looking around, and I think one of my old external hard drives is broken, because it's only showing 500 gigs, and I swear it would have been one that would have been, like, a lot bigger than that. And the other one is not working quite right. Like, my 2 external hard drives that I could find aren't really great, and I really need one that's got, like, 5 terabytes, because I just, you know what I'll do? I would get a 5 terabyte, maybe, external hard drive, and just use it for storage. I would just plug it in temporarily, store a lot of my old stream videos on it. Like, I think that's more than I have of old stream videos, but I combine that with my video games and a lot of other stuff. I've got 2 external hard drives that, one of them is, like, where I keep a lot of, like, animes and movies and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of other, that's, like, entertainment one. And the other one is my work one, where I keep, like, I run all my games off an external hard drive, and then I also have, like, all my old stream stuff archives there, along with all my old edited stuff from YouTube. So I do need just somewhere I can store stuff, so, like an external storage. Screaming Swarm, Stormpaper Drake, Old Rutskin. When Old Rutskin enters the battlefield, it's so rare. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land is milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature is milled this way, create a 1/1 green excess token. If a non-creature non-land card is, create a blood token. In a graveyard deck, I can see Old Rutskin being useful. And a board token. Let's see. Alright. We're on to the last pile, middle pile, as we've been discussing here. I'm going to blow my nose a little bit here. So 12 more packs to open. And then we'll move on to Parasite Eve, doing 10 floors of the Chrysler building. We'll see how long that takes. The 10 floors. As I said, this is going to be much quicker pack opening, because I'm not, like, diving deep into, like, the uncommons and stuff. And we got Dig Up. You can cleave it. Search your library for a card, and put it in your hand, and shuffle it. But if you don't cleave it, it's a basic land card. Reveal it and put it in your hand. Honestly, that's not bad. For 1 green mana, you get a basic land and put it in your hand. That's pretty good. But you have to reveal it. Honestly, that's not bad for a land search. But if you cleave this card, you just get a card and put it in your hand. And it's actually not bad cost for that. It's green and black. I actually can see that being useful. I like that a lot. I like that one. That's a good one. With the mana cost, I don't know if I have a deck for it, unfortunately. Kindly Ancestor, who becomes Ancestor's Embrace. Thank you, Grandmother, I love you too. Okay, so the idea is you look cold, dearie. So it's like a spirit that, helps you out. Retrieves, and then we have Wolfkin Outcast. And we have Winged Portent as our rare. It also has a cleave. Draw a card for each creature. It's with flying. If you don't cleave it, you control. And Pariah Blade Trainee for our foil common. Yeah, I got behind on stuff, and the thing is, like, editing videos that I upload on YouTube take up a lot of space. because I like appropriately like have it sized and stuff for YouTube for rather than just downloading off of Twitch. So doing that though means when I'm doing a bunch of those, it just takes up space on my C drive a lot, and my C drive is pretty filled. So that's why I've had some issues with uploading and doing stuff. Edgar's Awakening, Crawling in Position, and we got Deathcraft Globe, another with the dual lands. I don't think I've got this one. The green-black one. Cool. That's a good one. No! They're enemy lands, I've noticed. Which is not bad. Again, I've got a green-black deck that would be wonderful in. Markov, Purifier, Arm the Cathars, Into the Night, and we've got another Mythic, Arvabuck Caretaker, Human Werewolf, Hexproof. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, 2+1/+1 counters on target creature you control. It's got Daybound, so if it's day, it doesn't transform. At night, it transforms into Hollow Hedge Huntmaster, which other permanents you control have Hexproof. At the beginning of combat, your turn, you may put 2+1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Oh! Wow. You really want that transformed because it just boosts your creatures like there's no tomorrow. That's actually really good. That's our, what, like, at least 4th Mythic? Maybe 5th. 4th? 4th with the other special one. So we got our Mythics for the pack. We got our Mythics for the set. That's good. Thirst Discovery. Change of Fortune. Discard your hand and draw a card for each card you discard that way. That's it's not bad. It's a Wheel of Fortune for yourself. Change of Fortune's fine. Nothing exciting, but it's a good card in certain situations, certainly. As we continue to race towards the end here. Another Inspired Idea. We already had one of these, so it's another repeat. And a Wandering Mind Horror, that is our foil. So 2 repeats, definitely, that we had. Again, the 36 pack box. You're going to have some repeats usually. If you sometimes you don't. Laid to Rest, Panic Bystander. Oh. Wow. Foil, Hollowed Haunting. Mythic. Repeat. That's a thing to get. I did good on Mythics in this one. But I got a repeat. Like an actual repeat rather than like a different version of, like, if I got another version of the Slug, that'd be at least something. Alright, well, I got another one of these black and white foils with a rare Helena Partners. First strike reach. At the beginning of combat in your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature roll, where X is Helena Partners' power. Yeah. And Wolf Strike foil common. I mean, again, it is fairly neat to design. It's like a full art, like extended art that goes into where the bottom goes and stuff like that. It's got this black and white design. It's interesting. Different. I wouldn't necessarily collect them, but you know. Dream Shackle Geist. Which is flying at the beginning of your combat. Your turn, choose up to 1. Tap, draw creature. Creature doesn't tap during its turn. I don't think I have that one. I had something similar, but not that one. Hi, Worm. I mean, hi, Slashes. Yeah, you can say it. We're opening Innistrad Crimson Vow. It's okay. I got a box for a good price at Pack Some Club. And by a good price, I mean, like, I went to my mom, was like, hey, I can pick up some Christmas gifts. How much do I have? I got a couple of boxes there for a good price. This one is not bad. It's not as good as the old Innistrad sets, but it's not bad. You know, like, I feel like the Crimson Vow and the Midnight Hunt weren't bad, but they're not great. They're like, I feel like they should have been one set. you know, but it's good theming. And I got some pretty cool cards. And I've gotten some pretty good ones in this one. We got Katrina, Catilia, Dawnheart Martyr as our rare. Flying, lifelink protection from vampires. Its power and toughness equal number of permanents you control. That are spirits and or enchantments. And if you disturb it, basically if it dies, you can cast it from your graveyard. It becomes Catilia's Rising Dawn. Legendary enchantment. Aura, enchant creature. It has flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, XX for X number of pyramids. Spirits and enchantments you control. So if it dies, you can just basically put its power on a creature you control. Not bad. Not bad. We did another good mythic one, but we got a double mythic is the unfortunate thing. It's a good mythic that I'd actually wouldn't mind a double on. Curse of Hospitality again. Yes and no. Midnight Hunt was the werewolf set. This is more the vampire set. So the werewolf set had a few vampires. The vampire set had a few werewolves. I didn't get any really cool vampires or anything like that. And again, I got some mythics. It's just they're not great mythics, I don't feel like. I got one. The double one was okay. There's this weird slug monster that I got that I feel like is actually the best one of them. Because I feel like I've got a good place in the deck for it. Dreamroot Cascade, another dual land as our last card. This was our last pack, and Fearful Villager as the foil. Well, that is our Crimson Vow. Nothing exciting. No Planeswalkers. No, nothing super, super exciting in there. It was okay, though. Put our topper on the top here. It was okay. I could build decks that do that. I don't know if I will anytime soon, but I could. I'm going to put these boxes away somewhere. I'll wait till I get all three, and then I'll figure out a place to put them. Somewhere up on that shelf? Maybe. What the heck is up over there? That was weird.